Listen. It is not what you lose that disturbs you. It is the idea that you should not have lost it. That idea comes first, before the pain, before the anger, before the confusion. It is silent, yet it governs every reaction. You live as if something belongs to you. You do not say it openly, but you assume it in every gesture. In how you plan, in how you attach, in how you say, "my life." But tell me, what, exactly, is yours? Pause on this. Do not answer quickly. What you own can change hands. What you love can leave. What you are can change against your will. Your body does not always obey you. Time is not yours. Circumstances are not yours, and yet you keep saying, "mine." This is the error. Not because the word is wrong, but because you believe it. And once you believe something is yours, you build a claim upon it. You do not call it that, you call it normal. It feels natural that it should remain, that it should continue, that it should not change. And when it does change, you do not register a fact, you experience a violation. Here is where the second wound begins. The first is the event, the second is your judgment, and often the second weighs more, because it turns what happens into something that should not have happened. But tell me, where does this should not come from? Who decided it? If you look closely, you find no guarantee, only habit, only expectation, only a way of thinking you never questioned. You do not own, you are using. Something was given to you for a time, not to remain, but for you to pass through it. This is not a loss of value, it is a correction of perspective. Because once you stop seeing yourself as an owner, you also stop living in defense. You no longer have to protect what you cannot keep. You no longer have to stiffen against what can change. You become more attentive, not because you fear losing, but because you know it will not last. You become more just, because you take nothing for granted. You become more present, because you do not postpone. And something subtler happens. When something ends, your inner structure does not collapse with it. You feel the impact, but you do not add unnecessary resistance. You do not turn a fact into a personal injustice. And even the way you let go changes. Because that is what it is, not losing, returning. Returning what you had, what you used, what passed through your hands. Even yourself. Because you too are part of what does not remain. If this feels harsh, it is because you are used to the opposite idea. But if you follow it fully, it is not a subtraction, it is a liberation. Because it removes a weight you cannot carry, the burden of holding on to what is meant to pass. And from there, a different way of living begins. Not based on possession, but on conscious use. Not on claim, but on alignment with what happens. No longer, "it is mine," but "it was given to me." And if you truly understand this, it does not weaken you, it makes you steady.